The doctor is not the time to daydream. Hurry up with me. Did you see it? Amiya, I can't afford to get distracted. The path leading to the starting very difficult, even with Miss Teresa's assistance. Doctor, what did you see? You saw a familiar figure. Go, doctor, and solve your confusion. I'll come home. That's invincible. No need to distract Amiya. Execute our original plan. Keep building this bridge. I am trying my best to stabilize every connection point. The record of each item searched previous by Miss Teresa. I'm trying to connect them together. But I still need an anchor point, a reference point that can guide me back. I will keep watch here. I will be your anchor point. Keep going. Amiya. Damn it. This is the boundary of civilization. Cultural origin. The pink silk thread began to gather. Winding lines interweave in spiral, gradually extend from the border towards further distances. The passage leading from the border to the starting point is gradually forming. Success. Although the origin Meme memories seem ineffective here, but the casting logic is recreated using the memory of the information presented here is feasible. You can call upon completely unknown information. Building a bridge is not an option. Here is filled with what I cannot parse. Even information about the continuity of civilization cannot be relying solely on myself. Fortunately, Dr. Zhaozi's visit was documented. Her research data, under the assistance of Miss Teresa, can be captured by me. This is enough. Pink silk thread slowly coils, linking together a multitude of complex data. That was Calzi's footprint. From a single thread to countless threads, the road is gradually becoming visible. Essie can sense your emotions. Based on the data, analysis derived from my unauthorized construction and not just from the image of Teresa that I have presented. You have something more important on your mind. I will try to adjust. I do not wish for my personal emotions to interfere with the objective judgment of any subsequent inquirer. But your emotions are still fluctuating. Kashai, are you afraid that the efficiency of building the pathway is not high? But it should work. I want to try entering thoroughfare. Try to get closer to the starting point. I accompany you. Yes, I am afraid. I'm afraid of the information I left behind. It could not be accurately captured by me and Doctor. If the situation has already deteriorated to such extreme measures, the clues I left are no longer valid. It could be intentional assistance or misguided guidance. The applicant confronted the threat. I am most reluctant to mention. Doctor, I will not allow you to do that until I have investigated hastily the situation. Entering the passage. Amiya forgave my insistence, but that's my decision. This is somewhat like that intricate information. The constructed pathway has already extended far beyond the starting point. Amiya walked down the path without hesitation. He first ventured beyond the borders. The feeling of waves surging. As if this information formed a tangible wave. How can it get closer to the starting point? The density of information will be higher. This is just the beginning. Surely, as Miss Teresa said, the information here is sufficient to generate quality. Continue exploring. Should face greater obstacles. Amiya retreats first. We need to consider better response methods. I can't guarantee that I can stabilize this fragile pathway. The consumption involved was much greater than I had anticipated. I must continue forward. Just follow the beacons left by Dr. Calzi. Tarkazi entered the Silver Mountains. From beside him it swept past. The giant beast that fell into the dark shadow that was cast disappeared instantly. Fami's giant beast. He's looking at the history of Terra. The image Amiya saw was still rapidly passing by her. Seems like he is walking backwards. Swimming against the current of time, more and more people cannot understand indescribable shocking his thoughts. He tried to block out the endless yet chaotic information. Concentrate. Focus attention. Just keep moving forward by following the beacon left behind by Dr. As long as it can touch the starting point. Silence. Amiya could even not hear the sound of her own breathing. This is where? That huge sphere was shattering. The shattered sphere left him dazzled, and that peculiar shaped ship floating in the air. More so, it made him shake his head. What exactly happened? Why would I see? Just as he was daydreaming, a giant stone in motion. A slow but unstoppable trend is approaching Hamiye. The black shadow quickly covered Amiya's entire field of vision. She subconsciously protects herself. But what followed was an uncontrollable sense of falling. Did you fail? Is it a wave of information? Amiya. Doctor, I felt a hand holding me when I was with Amiya. Supporting their own thought, maintain stability. Try to block out the information that is distracting us. I am with you. I hope I didn't come too late. Sorry for not listening to you. Dr. Amelia. Great. Just a moment ago. You struggled to support Amy's shaking body. The information wave erupted from still continuously assaulting you. Almost formed information. Scoured your thoughts. Left behind in the void were indistinct residual images. But the past that has already passed is recorded in the present by vast amounts of information. It also seems to have foreseen the future of your next move. Unfortunately, you don't have the energy to focus on these things right now. From this, secure the perimeter. You have already traveled a long way on the path to the west without realizing it. And the starting point is right in front of you. Doctor, did you see that terrifying scene just now? Sir, I cannot discern its meaning. I am very sure that is not a scene from Terra. But at least it means we are indeed approaching the starting point. More information is being opened up to us. Can you still hold on? Amiya, I'm sure I'm well aware of your current situation. You are very well aware of your current situation. Even though you know this may be futile, but you still subconsciously reached out. Trying to block in front of Amelia. The impact here is greater. Targeting thought I can handle what I can handle. I'll go in front. About the key we need to find, I have a lead. I collected and calculated the access records left by Calzi. Directly read key information from my mind. Found. Translate the text using the keyword Anminchao. Dr. Kansi conducted 79,346 searches. Although all the searches are related to the origin stone. But according to your deduction, Doctor, these data have little to do with the essence of the origin stone. If all the results are access denied, no shouhua. Isn't the clue completely broken? Not so. Calzi will repeatedly search the same entry multiple times. This itself is conveying some kind of information. Repeat search, etc. The code that forms an infinite loop from the repeated search array. Doctor, you have already explained the answer. If we were to associate this with the decryption outside of the game, that makes it even more invincible. It's a familiar name. Perhaps an instruction, perhaps a warning. I have never heard this name before. Whether you or Drive Calzi never mentioned prizes saw. Hokez Bunny can still boldly say this name. It's just a bunch of dots followed by Doctor. Are we seeing the same scene? Probably so. Priestess, you have never seen this scene. I have never seen you before, Doctor. That is me. It took some time to improve the PRTS you designed. I thought you were resting. I have been thinking about what you just said. There is no language that describes the gods. Because the existence of God's own God is absolutely incomprehensible. That was just a casual remark during our aimless chats. If I assume this is a correct premise, starting from this point, create a language sufficient to describe the gods. Does it also mean that the gods can be understood by us? Is this the ultimate for linguists? Is the ultimate goal of a linguist to become a god? Could you not be excited about this? Perhaps we sought the answer to that question. Always walked on the wrong path. Attempts to utilize the rules that have already been established in the universe. Do you want to explain the universe using a language entirely created by us? A too bold assumption. Priestess. They want to use origin stones to explain the universe. He decisively and efficiently draw a perfectly standard diamond in the air with your fingers. Let's just start from now. How did I rely on? Is the origin IUM the language of the gods? The doctors are discussing something. You have already met the person before in the inner universe. He once accompanied you. But I am very sure, Doctor, when you truly feel confused about everything, you will remember that the answer has always been here. I am here. They might be talking about the origin stone. This scene is right in front of your eyes, but no matter how hard he tried, he could not get close. The person who talked to the doctor and that other person, it is because you cannot determine. I do not believe I can create a language that is sufficient to explain the language of the ultimate answer. At least the most advanced research results in each field shared by fellow beings. A platform for further in-depth exploration has already been set up for me. Even if we end up with nothing. Well, it's not the first time anyway. During these days of quietly waiting for darkness to consume us, it seems we don't have a better way either, isn't it? Moreover, I am certain that you will not refuse me, Doctor. Okay. Are you ready to start your research from somewhere? Priestess did not answer, just looking at the faint morning glow on the horizon, and the person beside him did not disturb him. The two were simply standing on the deck. You were looking at his back, subconsciously telling myself he was still thinking. Why did you suddenly think like that? Doctor, what's wrong? Nothing. Just daydreaming. I think there are no more important clues here. Dr. Kalsai's information of concern is not here. This should be fragments of history before the origin stone was born. It is a speculation based on my experiences within the inner universe. What you mean is, the information of the scene we have captured now, because of the Doctor. You probably have more than just that huge ship floating in the air. But the fierce collision, splendid shattered sphere, could it be that? I'm not sure what the connection is between me and this information. We will figure it out. Doctor, since you've already confirmed that this is not our main focus, let's keep moving forward. The starting point is near, but the constructed pathway is also nearing its limit. The information density here is really too high. The feeling of continuing forward. It's like being stuck in a very deep river. How do we extract information from this chaotic mess? Distinguish what we need. Give it to me. Your thoughts are infinitely approaching the starting point. A massive amount of nearly tangible information despite the fact that you seem to be able to completely adapt to this pressure. But you also notice, Amiya is struggling hard. The time left for you is not much. You drew from the internal universe every keyword that the priestess mentioned, and quickly connected every clue left by Kalsi. Rapidly calculate a new result. Enter new condition. Continue forward in this cycle, until the only necessary information is separated. Your thoughts are like being trapped in an endless ocean of Leo blocks, in a sea of blocks, and what you have to do is not complicated from start to finish. Find that different colored alien. The above is neatly engraved with the words left for you by Kalsi. I have never forgotten. Amiya, I think we succeeded. What is this? You have also come. Where is this place? The past of Rhodes Island. One look and I recognized. But this is worlds apart from our Rhodes Island. Dr. Kalsi mentioned. The ship was originally excavated from Rembitiko and subsequently repaired into use. What exactly happened on Rhodes Island? I am also at a loss. Your mental state looks great today. It seems our efforts were very successful. Will this person be afraid of being alone in the laboratory? Proud civilization primordial construct. Just as I was working on this for reducing the original information. Model loss in special medium. Can you help me with the calculation? What is the anxious rumbling of the original construct M3 Keishi? But it's also quite reasonable. Wait, that's actually good. The text Messiah can be translated as I have forcibly terminated your process. Do not harm your It's a casual way of addressing someone named M3, even if the order comes from me. Or he. Protect yourself, Imesh. Survival is the instinct that all life possesses from birth. A civilization unwilling to accept. At least the emotional moderation self-expression. The doctor understand this language? Can't ignore that person in the strange creation next to them. Is it really not important to focus on other places? Dr. Kalsi, since she believes we can find the key, obstacle of language, it should already be within his expectations. Doctor, pay attention to the glass beside that person. The text above is filled with many formulas. Unfortunately, the progress in developing Originium has not been uncharted territory. Other people find it hard to keep up with us. Although I have been debating with him more frequently, the progress of the experiments has been increasingly positive slow. Comfort. Don't worry about us. If the operational efficiency of this model in front of us meets expectations, progress of Originium perhaps it will bring across it. Here's the translation. The deep blue tree also rarely sees bright. He can come and see us again very soon. The deer is the one who destroyed that lock in PV4. His formal name should be Deer. Sincere joy. Was it transliterated at that time? It seems you really like him. Amiya, we need to remember those formulas. Fine. Remember the attack of the Originium. What the heck happened? The stability of the blockade is being challenged. Miss Barisha warned me. The underlying logic of maintaining civilization begins to attempt because we are transcribing information beyond the limits. Try again to put a universe. Pick it out from the beginning of civilization. Doctor, I still cannot understand the meaning of the words used in those formulas. Do not try to understand. Just write it down. I am also trying my best to memorize it. The information about the border has started a new round of reorganization, and the scenes you can see are fading away faster. Amesh, I have a premonition. This model that we created together is sure to succeed. I am very looking forward to the day that language is truly friendly reminder. The synchronization of civilizations continuity has not yet ended. I didn't lose my composure. The person speaking is fading away. No matter which region of the cosmos you come from, if my civilization has already fallen asleep, please check the beacon we left for me. Perhaps that will be our blessing, and there is still hope for the final gift. You seem to feel that person is looking at you. We will see Amesh, I believe. The image of the offensive is also beginning to fade. Here it can be understood in any way. You can interpret that prophet as your past self, and the past self converses with the present self. Can also be understood as I am always consistent. The prophet is indeed someone who talks like this. Retreat. Until the passage has not yet collapsed. But I haven't. And me too. We can restore it together. Your thoughts were immediately shaken. You felt the sensation of falling. Your last consciousness lingered on supporting Amiya, as far away from the starting point in that familiar figure as possible. The meaning of the connection that sustains his civilization he was there to protect. Let's sink the items into that black crown and make some records. Like that backup feeling. It's kind of like a backup that Kellis H left on the demon side. Thank you for helping Amiya get here. Next, leave. Your mental connection with Amelia has broken at this moment. Your mind is already exhausted, inadequate to remember anything that happens afterward. You left the continuity of civilization.